And I've investigated a lot in the West, especially regarding wind projects. So, one very sensitive, this is like a case study, but it's not the only isolated case. So, there is a very controversial wind project, which is likely to be suspended or tabled because of the new administration. They put a directive to suspend any offshore and onshore wind activities. But one case study is Lava Ridge. And this has been very controversial. It's a red state. A lot of these projects are in red states, funny enough, where they're being proposed close to public land or very sensitive historical cultural sites. So Lava Ridge is potentially would be located if it was to come to fruition, if it were to be constructed. But right now it seems to be suspended as we're speaking. But it's in a very sensitive spot. They want to erect 400 turbines that are like close to 600 feet tall each. So there are a lot of concerns about, is this going to be an interference in terms of a blight on the landscape? Is it near sensitive historical cultural sites? Is it near sensitive underwater aquifer sites? So this certainly meets the threshold of concern. When I was investigating this, I spoke to several of the people who were fighting against this project, in particular, farmers, activists, sportsmen, conservationists. And they were on the record with me a couple years ago when this was first being identified and proposed, that one farmer was very close to this former Japanese internment camp site. And he has a lot of wildlife coming through his property. And it's also juxtaposed above the largest underwater aquifer. So the different concerns were, if you were to build this 400 turbine wind project, what would the drilling into this underwater aquifer source, would that create water scarcity issues? Out west, there's a water problem, water scarcity problem. So it could invite a lot of issues environmentally like that. There's a lot of concrete. In terms of transportation, traffic congestion to transport 400 turbines, it's a lot of concrete. In these rural communities in this area of southeastern Idaho, very hard to traverse. It's not like a major highway. So a lot of people were very nervous about the congestion. Also, the amount of, the infrastructure that goes into it. Like I said, nothing wrong with concrete. But they're billing these projects, especially these turbines, is like you're moving away from fossil fuels, but actually they still have oil contained in them and different petroleum byproducts. So you're not abandoning it per se. The electricity might be generated a little differently, but the infrastructure itself and the backup, it's all fossil fuels. So are you taking more steps to claim you're going green? Like that's a question I was having when I was investigating this project in particular.